I'm your host, Justin Tierney. I'm joined by my friend and colleague, Mr. Kirk.
All you gotta do is step on the field. Former coach at Lincoln College, junior college coach of the year. Play a little college by yourself, right? Anything that you're looking for, particularly after
It's 4th, 10, right? That's it.
We're looking to see how the Raiders get off to again, we're down here in Charleston, Trojans. We'll send it back to the studio for another break, and we'll be right back with more.
Let's get a quick 3 or 2. Quick 3 or 2 right now. And I got one timeout left.
Stay with us.
Too many to bump from.
Spell that.
Hey, backs out. Backs out in, gotta get that going.
Still having trouble? No problem.
As the same.
Get the box out. And the first good look you get. First good look you get.
That's my box.
Last one, 25 and 33. And 14 over here. So 30, right?
And we're back here at Charleston High School. Later sophomores with a 52-46 lead, about 24 seconds left. And we'll do some pregame warm-ups and get started with some varsity action here in Charleston. Charleston enters the game with a record of 6-5, 1-2 in the Apollo Conference. They've got wins over Newton, Dietrich, let's see, La Salette Academy, which is an interesting school in this area, and Effingham and Newton. Losses on the season: Westfield, Muhammad Seymour, Taylorville, and Robinson. So the Trojans have fallen into 2 teams that the Railers have already beaten. So I guess it's safe to say the Railers would enter the game as a favorite. But after having a bunch of like coaches who have seen that with get the guys fired up. Of course, this is the Railers' last game before Christmas. Next week they'll head down to Collinsville for the Collinsville Holiday Classic tournament. Many years the Railers have been in that. Brody Whiteman, since the Lincoln Southwell lead 53-46. Kirk, what kind of things are you looking for tonight to get ready? Here in the sophomore game, Lincoln with a 53-46 final over the Charleston Trojans here in the sophomore game. We will send it back to the studio for another break, and we'll be back with some more discussion on Charleston, or excuse me, on the Collinsville Holiday Classic. We'll be back in a minute.
There's Matt. Okay. This makes me nervous because I feel like they might make me do it or something. You know? You'd be good at it. Okay.
In a physical competitive game that we're not getting too carried away. How do you keep your guys disciplined? In a chippy game like that, what kind of things are you telling your guys in a huddle or in the halftime locker room to keep them calm but stay assertive?
Right. I mean, I think at the end of the day, every team is made up a little bit differently and has those one or two kids that you got to keep an eye on. And I'm sure we have ours just like anybody else. And, you know, as a leader out there, some of those kids just got to make sure they're standing near those kids that might get a little bit chippy and make sure they don't put themselves in any situation that could result in any bad things to happen to us. So, you know, that just comes from leadership.
Living here in Charleston, it is a community with a lot of pride in their high school sports. They have a great girls team down here that's won 25 games a year for the last few years. The boys team has kind of struggled a little bit, been near 500 or below. I don't know a whole lot, I'll confess, about the Trojans. I do know their leading scorer is a young man by the name of Isaac Miller, so keeping him you know, under lock and key will be important. He is actually my boss's son.
All right.
So I've met him a little bit. He's a nice kid, a good shooter though, and his dad is the girls coach, and his uncle is the head boys high school coach at Carbondale High School. So like the Whiteman family, a basketball family that Mr. Miller comes from. We'll see if Cameron Whiteman and the Railers can kind of slow him down. Otherwise, I've heard that this is a team that will like to shoot a lot of three-pointers. So they are not afraid to let it fly. And of course, against the Lincoln zone, that's always a point of emphasis, is to move and get out on shooters. So we will take our final break of the pregame show, and we'll be back with a little more pregame analysis before the varsity gets started here in about 15 minutes. So stick with us. We've got more Railer basketball coming for you on 96.3 WLCN. Welcome back here to Charleston High School Baker Gymnasium. This is Justin Tierney, joined by Kirk Whiteman, ready to bring you some Railer basketball action. Kirk, as we said during the pregame show, next week heading to Collinsville. Bringing the whole family down to Collinsville, are you?
It will be a little Christmas vacation for us. Hopefully it doesn't end up like any of the Chevy Chase shows.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that could be a little bit too much fun down there in Collinsville. Railer's been in Collinsville for probably almost 10 years now, I would imagine. I remember watching your son-in-law or your brother-in-law, Brandon Farmer, actually playing down there. I think it was the first year that we were there, was maybe Brandon's senior year. So close to 10 years down there in Collinsville. Always a lot of good teams. This year, no different. The Railers will be taking on Madison on Thursday, the 27th. Kirk, you know anything about Madison? What do we know about Madison?
Sean Taylor used to coach over there at Quincy for all those years, you know, and he was at Jacksonville for a little bit, and he's up at Moline now. And Moline played Madison early in the year, got him by 20. And I talked to Sean a little bit, and he said that, hey, they're really, really athletic. So they're going to be similar to like a Southeast, you know, a Lamphere. Really? Probably not the caliber of players they have, but that's the type of team we're going to be looking to play. They're going to get up and down the floor, be very athletic, and obviously not seeing the 1-2-2 before. They're probably not going to be as disciplined as those guys out of Southeast and Lamphere, but it'll be a very good test for our young group. Yeah,
that'll be good, because one thing I guess when I look at the Railer schedule this year, we have not yet seen some of that real raw athleticism, guys that can get up in you and really guard you. You know, Lincoln against some Ohio Conference teams has actually been able to run and gun a little bit. That's probably not the kind of game we want to play against Madison on Thursday.
You're exactly right. And if you notice, too, I mean, we take a look here at that fourth quarter where, you know, we're only outscoring them by, what, about 5 points at most in the fourth quarter. So we've lost some leads. And I think if it really boils down to these these teams that are down by 20, they start pressing. And so, you know, they get into us a little bit. We may turn the ball over, make some bad decisions, and I don't think they come out of the gate doing that. So I think that can be a little bit of a factor on why, you know, we're not doing so well, is because we're facing that pressure down the stretch.
Yeah, so facing pressure will be big. Of course, should the Railers come out of their first game with a lead, they will play actually Friday morning. Either way, win or lose, they'll play Friday at 1:30, it looks like. That's a little bit of a change now. They used to have 2 games on the final day. They've moved that now to 2 games on the second day of the tournament. The Railers would play either Globeville East or Granite City on Friday, and of course any game after that would be later Friday evening. So always a good time down in Collinsville. The Railer fans always show up in force. I don't think it's any accident that Lincoln got an evening game draw, because boy, those Collinsville ticket takers sure like to see the Railer fans show up, and so do our boys on the varsity roster. So we will take another break. There's about 10 minutes left in warm-ups. The Railers are getting some shots up right now. We'll send it back to the studio for another quick commercial break, and we'll be back with a little bit more discussion and some varsity Railer basketball action here on 96.3 WLCN. We're back here at Baker Gymnasium on the campus of Charleston High School. This is Justin Tierney here with the play-by-play tonight for your Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3. You can listen to us online, of course, at WLCNonline.com. You can also find us on YouTube. If you search WLCN 96.3, you'll get the broadcast. And I'll tell you, we're right on top of the action here tonight. It's a great view. Lloyd Kirby behind the camera. We got a nice view of the game, and we're right on top of the action here in the booth here. Kirk.
These are great seats.
Yeah, real good seats. Down near the front row, I guess for about, I don't know, maybe 10 feet from the floor. So we'll have some up close and personal action. I don't think we'll be able to catch Coach Al on the game mic. Quite, he probably appreciates that, so he doesn't have to be broadcast all over Tarnation there in Central Illinois.
But good enough seats to look at some of his plays and learn something. Always learning something.
We might be able to catch some of the playbook tonight. We'll see if the Railers can come out and improve their record to 9-0 on the season. As we said earlier, going to face some challenges next week. Again, at the Collinsville Holiday Classic, when the Railers will take on Madison on Thursday, and 2 more games on Friday, and we'll see, maybe even a big game Saturday night. The top half of that Collinsville bracket, Kirk, is pretty loaded.
Is that loaded or what? Yeah. Southeast, and then you got East St. Louis, Lincoln, Rockford East. I mean, hell, they were 10-0, heck, ranked in 4A, and then Quincy's always good, and then you got Edwardsville too. So, you know.
Yeah, we'd rather be at where we're at than on that other half of that bracket. That's some good games. If you're heading down to Collinsville next week and you want to see some quality basketball, in addition to the Railers, you'll be able to catch some good games in the mornings on both days. Southeast, of course, is the defending state runner-up in 3A, and as Kirk said, Rockford East 10-0 coming into the game, so they could actually, those two teams potentially could meet in a semifinal, but Rockford East has got to get through East St. Louis in order to make that happen. So, of course, I think a lot of Railer fans always like to watch a Quincy game too. Good history there with the Railers in Quincy. So, a lot of historic programs, Edwardsville, Decatur, MacArthur, O'Fallon, Collinsville, the host team, all going to be down there in Collinsville next week for some good high school basketball action. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to catch any high school basketball action or not next week, Kirk. I've got a newborn son at home. He's 4 months old. My son Clayton taking in his first Railer game tonight. So,
there you go.
A memorable night in the Tierney house.
Congratulations. We're breaking him in right down here.
Yeah, we'll hope he goes 1-0, you know, for his first varsity basketball game. I only live about 5 minutes away from the high school here in Charleston, so nice, easy drive for me here. I know it wasn't the same for you, but hey, you know, you get to bring the action back to the people at home, right?
That's right. We're excited to be here.
Anybody special tuning in to hear you tonight, Kirk?
You know what? I just texted my mom back home. She follows her grandkids quite a bit. She's up in Knoxville, and so I just made sure to get YouTube and search for WLCN 96.3. So hopefully she's jumping on to check it out.
Yeah, I'm sure. We've got people all over the world that tune in and check us out. I know the last game that I did, Railers playing in Effingham, I had some people texting me from Florida and St. Louis, and Railer fans, truly a global brand, Lincoln Railer basketball, all over the world. And we appreciate everybody at home that's got us tuned in right now. We're about 4 minutes left in pregame warm-up. So Railers are in their layup line, throwing the ball against the backboard. We'll see if Tremaine Hamlin will probably throw down a big slam here to finish that off. While the Railers are doing that, we'll send it back to the studio for another commercial break. We should be back shortly, and just to be about time for starting lineups and the national anthem. So we'll take it back to the studio for another break. All right, we're back to the action at Charleston High School. About a minute left in warm-ups. No pep band here in Charleston. I'm partial to the pep band. I don't know. I guess I've just seen too many Railer games. Got a little pregame hip-hop R&B going here, but should be winding down here soon. I do miss the pep band in Lincoln, man. Nobody better than the LCHS pep band. Lincoln getting ready to take on the Charleston Trojans in Power Conference action. Lincoln entering the game with a record of 8-0 on the season. Charleston at 6-5. Lincoln 5-0 in a Power Conference play, or excuse me, 3-0 in a Power Conference play. And Charleston coming in with an Apollo Conference record of 1-2. So, as I said earlier, I only know a little bit about Charleston High School's basketball team. Isaac Miller is a junior, and he's their leading scorer. His dad is the girls' coach here at Charleston. And I think we're going to get ready to start with the national anthem. So we're going to send it back to break. We'll be back after the anthem with the starting lineup.
Now that you please rise, face the colors of the United States, and join us for the national anthem.
Lincoln, it looks like, will be wearing their road green uniforms tonight. Charleston in some white uniforms. As I said earlier, right on top of the action here. We won't miss much from this position. So we'll get to the starting lineups here. It looks like for Lincoln,
6-foot junior, number 2 for Lincoln is
Cameron Whiteman. Kirk, have you ever seen Cameron play before?
A few times I have.
Once or twice.
I think we're still working on the haircut for him.
Still working on the haircut. Dylan Singleton also in the starting lineup for the Railers. We got Will Ewald coming out for the Railers, along with Caden Froby and Jermaine Hamlin for the Railers. Railers, of course, led by head coach Neil Alexander. He's joined by assistant coaches Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Josh McClellan, and Brandon Farmer. Brandon's not here tonight.
Brandon is expecting number 3 here anytime. Good luck to he and Courtney.
Yeah, I'm sure they're maybe tuned in at home. I'm sure he's hoping for some excitement, a win tonight in his absence. Now for the Trojans, starting lineup, we've got number 3, a sophomore, Corey Spower. Number 5, a senior, the only senior in the starting lineup, Zach Finley. Number 14, the leading scorer, Isaac Miller, a junior, 6'4" guard. We've also got number 23, Cade Landreth, a sophomore. And their center, a 6'5" junior, number 24, Caleb Hurst for the Trojans. Head coach Blaine Mayhall for the Trojans. The cheerleaders are clearing the floor. The referees are heading out to center court. We're getting ready for some Railer basketball action here on 96.3. This Examus tip-off is brought to you by Jim Examus Ford Lincoln. As the end of the year draws near, the entire staff at Jim Examus Ford Lincoln would like to wish you and your family a wonderful Christmas and a bright 2019. Thank you for making it a great year at Jim Examus Ford Lincoln. All right, we're at center court, ready to get the action started.
Hoping we get the tip here. We should, right?
Yeah, I always like Jermaine's chances, but last time I did jinx him. But we'll see if the 6'9"
Hamlin
can take this one.
It's not who jumps the highest, it's who jumps the quickest.
That's right. And the Railers take the tip. Dylan Singleton got it, getting us into our half-court traditional motion offense for the Railers. Looking for the lob play. It's not there. Now over to Ewald. Ewald's got it over to Singleton. Now Whiteman in the corner, dumps it into Jermaine Hamlin down low. He's looking to score. A double team comes. Passes out to Whiteman. Now over to Froby in the corner to Singleton. Singleton looking to drive, sizing his man up. Not there. Now over to Whiteman on the wing. Whiteman's driving. Singleton drives. Oh, loose ball. Nearly taken away by Charleston. Recovered by Will Ewald. Charleston's got it back. Spower with a layup in transition. It's up. It's good. And a foul by Caden Froby. So Charleston with a nice start to the game for the Trojans. Caden picks up a foul early. We don't like to see that. And Charleston makes the basket, Kirk.
That was tough when we had like 3 possessions there, like 3 in a row where the ball looked like it was flat. They just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, Spower up with the free throw. No good. Rebounded by Cameron Whiteman. He's got it over to Dylan Singleton. He'll bring it across the timeline here. Railers looking to score, get on the board here. Caden looks, drives. Nice driving kick. Nothing there. Out to Singleton. On the handoff to Ewald. Ewald drives all the way up and good. Gets the game tied 2-2. Railers on the board, Kirk.
Nice little hesitation dribble. He was able to get to the basket.
Oh, and a steal in transition. Here comes Froby. He looks, nobody there. Into Jermaine. Jermaine takes off from down the lane. Gets fouled. Boy, I thought Jermaine might dunk that one.
That could have been very impressive there. I don't think he's been in that situation too many times.
Yeah.
But boy, if he gets some experience with that, that would have been bring it down the house.
So Jermaine trying a free throw line dunk over a couple Charleston defenders. But Charleston decided rather than being posterized, they would foul him. Jermaine will take it to the line here. Up with a lefty stroke. It's up and good. Jermaine knocks down the first free throw. Jermaine seems to be hitting some more free throws here lately. Am I right?
What is he shooting?
I think he's shooting about 70%.
So that's really good.
That's
he's got a nice little touch there.
Yes, he sure does. That's a good development for the Railers. Jermaine hits them both. It's 4-2 Lincoln with 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. Charleston with the ball. Spower's got it over to Miller. Miller over and back. I'm going to say maybe Lincoln caught a break on that one.
I didn't see that. You got good eyes, Justin.
I didn't see it. I didn't think that was an over and back call. But we'll take it here in Charleston. Railers with it back now, up 4-2. 6:40 left in the first quarter. Dylan's got it. Passes it off to Cameron Whiteman. Cameron looking. Now out to Jermaine. Railers trying to get a backdoor cut. Looks like not there. Cam for 3. It's good, and that's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer from Cam Whiteman.
Yeah, he shot the ball well there. They had a lot of movement too, a few top sides, and wide open shot.
Charleston's got it back. Spower's got it over to Hurst. Hurst back to Spower. Now Hurst at the top of the key. Railers with the 1-2-2s got Charleston out past the volleyball line, which you'd like to see for the Railer fans. Charleston inside. Now Spower over in the wing. That's Landris for 3. No good. Charleston goes up for a rebound. Lots of action down low. It'll go off the Railers. Out of bounds to the Trojans.
Yeah, as you said earlier, these guys look to be a big three-point shooting team. That guy who's catching the ball at the free throw line is not even looking to attack the rim. He's just looking to kick back out the three-point shooters.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get the ball in the middle against the Lincoln zone. That always is a point of emphasis. Froby with a steal. He's driving, looking, nobody there.
Where's the cover-up?
And now back out to Whiteman. They'll reset here. Oh, never mind. Whiteman finds Froby for 3 in the corner, wide open. And there's another Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. And all of a sudden, it's 10-2 Charleston. And the Railer, or 10-2 Lincoln. And Charleston will take a timeout. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. A little shout out to one of our sponsors, State Bank of Lincoln, serving the area for over 114 years with 4 locations in Lincoln and 2 in Clinton. Proud to be a Lincoln Railers supporter. Boy, Kirk, 2 back-to-back threes there for the Railers. We're at 10-2.
Hey, it looks good when the ball goes in the hole, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
That was great transition there. We were able to get down there, and the guy was guarding Caden, just totally left him wide open, and Whiteman was able to hit him and knock down that 3.
Yeah, and I think the Railer defense here in the half court is starting to get the sense that they can offer the Trojans is pretty similar in nature. So we'll see if there's an adjustment here during this timeout. We're back to the action. Spower over to Miller, over to Hurst. Charleston trying to get it across half court. Lincoln defense stout. Hurst inside, passes it to Spower, no good. Now Hurst in the middle with an up shot, no good. Off of Will Ewald's hands there.
We got to
Fumbled
get
it out of
that.
bounds. Yeah, would have been nice to have that rebound. It'll go back to the Trojans here on an out of bounds play. Miller, the inbounder. Oh, wide open. Hurst in the middle. No good. Singleton with a steal and probably a foul there on Dylan. Yeah, he did wrap him up a little bit. First foul on the Railers. That'll be Dylan's first as well. Very active top of the zone for the Railers.
Good hustle, just kind of caught him with the wrist there.
Yeah,
let's see, get him back into this full court.
Charleston's got it out of bounds. Now over to Landress. Landress looking over to Miller. Back to Landress. Landress being hounded by Dylan Singleton out on the wing. Now there's Spower. Charleston working it around the perimeter, trying to find an opening in this Lincoln 1-2-2.
They're being pretty patient here.
So far, Lincoln with a nice 10-2 lead. Oh, nice look inside. There's Miller for three. That's up, in and out, no good. And Railers come away with the rebound with Kim Whiteman. Gets it out to Singleton. He's got it in the half court now, bringing it across.
I'd like to see Jermaine get a touch here.
Sure would. Railers looking inside. There's Jermaine on the left block. Up and in and one. Jermaine with a nice quick move there, Kirk.
That was a nice little block-to-block screen, and Jermaine was able to turn and score right over his right-hand shoulder. So nice little play there to get Jermaine involved.
Yeah, Jermaine looking for his 5th points of the night here with a free throw. That one's up and good. Jermaine again with that nice free throw stroke. Lincoln ahead 13-2, about 4:25 left here in the first quarter. Railers very active on the defensive end. There's a long pass. Jermaine may have affected that shot.
He certainly did. Good kick up, get a cover up here. There it is, right there to Dylan. Quick reversal, got him.
Yep, there he is again.
That can't be a charge. Wow.
Call a charge there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that one. Jermaine caught it right there, and if he got him at all, it was a little bit of a flop, but Lincoln with a 13-2 lead. Nice, keep your composure here, and we'll just get it the next time is the hope. Now here's Charleston coming back our way. Miller's got it. Now he's over to Landress. Into Spower. Hurst looking to drive. Tipped
Good hands
by Ewald. And again, that Railer defense is flying around, very active, giving Charleston some trouble here in the first quarter with the 1-2-2 zone for the Railers. Finley's got it. He's looking to drive up in. Floats it over Jermaine, who nearly blocked that one. He didn't, but it comes away with the Railers on the board. Now they're back in the half court. Whiteman with it at the top of the key for Lincoln. He's over to Froby. Now pounded it in Jermaine again. Jermaine's looking to score again. Another flop and a jam from Jermaine Hamlin. He says, you want to call a foul on me, I'll show you. And throws down a big dunk on Charleston. Lincoln ahead 15-2. Miller's got it out on the perimeter. Again, hounded by Dylan Singleton in that 1-2-2 half court. Now Hurst over on the wing to Spower. Railers very active. Hands are up. Hands are alert. Swarming defense here from the Railers. Hurst a long three. Or excuse me, that's Landress a long three. No good. Rebound by Spower. He's trapped in the corner. He gets it out to Landress. Hurst up. No good. Off of the Railers. They say Cam Whiteman slapped it away. We'll go back out of bounds underneath the basket to the Trojans. Spower's got it on the inbound. Looking for a cutter. Nobody there. He'll throw it back into the half court to Landress. Excuse me. Now Hurst has got it. Now Finley looking for somebody. Here's Miller. He's got it in the corner. That's not a good place to get it if you're Charleston. Going to be trapped there by Jermaine Hamlin, and in transition, another tip. Boy, Kirk, a lot of tip passes for the Railers. They're everywhere.
There have been. These guys are really trying to move the ball top side, too, and so it gets an opportunity to rush out on those passes.
Yeah, the Railers cheating out, getting their hands on a lot of passes. We'll see if Charleston can adjust. Oh, inside. Hurst up, no good. Jermaine's up to the Railers. Singleton across half court. Cam Whiteman's got it. Aggressive move there. A little 15-footer. Passes it up to Jermaine inside. And another foul with a made basket for Jermaine. And I think there's been an emphasis to get the ball inside, Kirk.
Well, it was just a good drop by Cameron. And then we came off that X-cut out front, hit the elbow, had a wide open shot. And Jermaine, I'm just, he was kind of looking for that rebound there, but hey, his hands have gotten a lot better over the years, haven't they?
Yeah.
How much of he improved has been incredible. That's hats off to the coaching staff right there.
Yeah, great look, and I think we'll see what happens on the free throw here, but an early 10 points for Jermaine. Swish again.
Is that his third and one?
I think it's his second and one, but he also had a dunk in there. So we got a full timeout here in Charleston. We'll send it to break. We'll be back with you here in a minute with WLCN 96.3. We're back to the action here at Baker Gymnasium. Railers taking on Charleston, and they're off to a good start. Lincoln ahead, 18-2 with 2 minutes and 21 seconds here to go in the first quarter. Charleston with 2 timeouts already. They're sensing that they might be on the ropes here. Hey, another shout out to our sponsors. We've got Family Custom Cleaners, Tanning, and 24-hour laundromat and U-Haul dealer located at 61 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Watch for dry cleaning and super tanning specials with a 24-hour laundromat available. Phone 735-2505 for more information. So, Charleston's got it back in bounds. I believe it's Sprout. Sorry, I'm still getting the names here for the Trojans. Has made some substitutions, it looks like, as well. So Isaac Miller's got it. He looks inside. That's no good. Stolen away by the Railers. Singleton with another steal. He's got it now again in the half court. Charleston's Sam Bickford is checked in, a 6'5" forward, a sophomore. Charleston is a young team. They do play a lot of underclassmen. So, of course, the Railers play mostly sophomores and juniors as well. So, 2 young teams facing off here in Charleston. There was a foul there on number 3. I believe that's Spower for the Trojans. It'll be out of bounds to Lincoln. Dylan Singleton shaking off a little blow to the face. He might have a little bit of a bloody lip. He's looking at the coaching staff saying, hey, you might want to get me something out here, but we'll get it inbounded here. Throw will be inside again to Jermaine. And, they're going to call offensive. The downside to that, of course, is that's Jermaine's second. He doesn't like the call. But again, you want to keep your composure down here. No technical fouls.
Well, I tell you what, that foul, I can at least see where it came from, but that first one was incredibly...
Yeah, that wasn't the best call. We're joined by Maddox Whiteman here saying hello to his dad on the radio.
We got them all over, don't we?
Yeah. Charleston here in the half-court offense. Finley's got it. He's at the top of the key between his legs, dribbles, looking for somebody open. Now Miller's got it. Now in the corner, Landris for a 3. He drives up and no good. Now Charleston with a rebound. No good. Jermaine with another skies high for another rebound. Will Ewald pushing the ball in transition. They're going back to Jermaine. No good. Rebound to Finley for the Trojans. Finley's got it across half court. He passes it over to number 10, Lane Harrell, who's driving. Looking for a lane, doesn't find one. Now over to Landris on the wing. Charleston will reset here with Finley, the point guard, out at the top of the key. Miller for 3, no good. Jermaine with another rebound.
He's got a lot of rebounds tonight, and they're just the first quarter.
Jermaine's looking for a double-double here in the first half. A spin move by Froby, dumps it off to Jermaine. He tries to dunk over it. No good on the jam. Heck of an effort, but he's fouled again. He smiles at the coaching staff and the bench.
That was just a great move by Caden to hit the gap, and then a nice little spin dribble, but he was able to keep his composure and balance. Dropped it right to Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine, he's got some great unselfish guards here that love to feed him the ball for those dunks. Jermaine up and good with his first free throw.
Well, I think we've had 4 different leading scorers in this squad already this early in the year. So,
absolutely. A balanced Railers squad. 4 guys in double figures right now, averaging double figures. You always like that. It's a pick your poison kind of season for the Railers.
Now if we can just guard in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, that's the key. Noah Funk checking in for Dylan Singleton. He'll check in and get some minutes. Number 20 for the Railers, I believe that's Drayden Postgame. He's getting ready to check in for Jermaine if we see a made free throw. Jermaine's up and good. He'll check out here with a nice few minutes of work here. Lincoln ahead, 20-2 with 55 seconds left. in the first quarter. About a minute to play. Charleston's got it. Miller's got it.
Noah and Drayden really bring some energy here defensively for us.
They sure do. Charleston working it around the perimeter.
Hand on it by Noah.
There's Landris, a shot, no good. Off the front of the rim, rebounded Harrell with a block. And they're going to call a jump ball there because Cam's blocked. The Charleston player kind of held on to it a little bit. So it'll be out of bounds to the Trojans. Lincoln ahead big early here, 20-2, 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. Finley over to Miller. Miller looks to drive, no good. Stolen away by the Railers again. And Whiteman with a steal over to Funk. Froby's looking, he hasn't scored yet. The Railers leading scorer. We'll see if we can maybe get him a basket here before the end of the first.
This is one-shot territory for the Railers.
Sure is. They're going to hold it. Noah Funk's got it under his arm. Over to Whiteman now. Clearing out. Now Froby's looking to drive. Nice, strong, aggressive drive. Caden's up and good. A yell. He's pumped about it. And that's another and one for the Railers. Caden will head to the line. His first basket of the game, a pretty drive there. Caden's going to the line. He's shooting about 90% on the season from the free throw line. So he'll try to knock this down and extend the Lincoln lead to 23-2 with a make. Let's see what happens here. It's up. It's no good. I jinxed him there. Rebound to Harrell for Charleston. Oh, a steal by Caden. Up. Good. And what a play.
Just a heady play.
Yeah,
you know.
missed the free throw. Still got the steal. We're up 24-2. The Railers ahead at the end of the first quarter. We better send it to break. We're back here in Charleston at Baker Gymnasium. The Railers off to a blistering start, a 24-2 lead for Lincoln over the Trojans here in Charleston. We'll say, please patronize our sponsors. We've got Lincoln IGA, Timbercrest Veterinary, Lincoln Park District, Rickham State Farm, and Lincoln Heating and Cooling, to just name a few. Back to the action here. Railers have got it in the half court. Noah Funk looking, finds Caden Froby right back to Noah. There's Cam Whiteman with a drive, looks up. Left a little short, rebound to Landris for the Trojans. A long pass in transition, a little cherry picking, and that gets Charleston on the board for the second time. Finley with a long pass in transition there, Kirk.
Yeah, I think Drayden got caught underneath the basket there, and everybody wasn't back on defense, which is not good. But nice move by Froby to the basket, really strong
right
move.
Back. Caden never afraid to attack the rim, lays it up and in. That gives Lincoln a 26-4 lead with 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Charleston looking to get something going on offense and try to make a game of this. It's now in Finley. He drives, surrounded by Railers. Landris open for three. It's up. It's no good. Rebound by Drayden Postgame. Over to Cam Whiteman. Now Noah Funk. Froby attacking again. Up, foul. And the Railers making a living at the line right now, Kirk.
They are. That was a great job to get the ball off the floor, and Caden just has a knack of getting by defenders and getting the basket. He used some strength there, too, to draw that foul. Didn't blow it right away.
Caden at the free throw line. The first one is up. It's good. Knocks it down. Lincoln takes a 27-4 advantage. First checking back in for Charleston, their 6'5" sophomore center. Oh, sorry, he's a junior. Yeah, Caden hits the second free throw there, 28-4, Lincoln. Charleston with it back inbounds now. Finley, the senior point guard, hands it over to Miller. Now Hurst on the wing. Miller at the top of the key looking for a shot. Nobody there. Now a swing pass over to Finley. Now Miller, a long three. That one's up, no good. That shot will go nearly out of bounds. Saved by Charleston. Back to the Railers though. And Drayden Postgame grabs it. We're going to call him for a travel there. He'll go back to the Trojans on the turnover there for the Railers. Good effort by Drayden going after that loose ball. Just
great effort. Great effort. It kind of looked like a bobble too, so made a really good effort there.
Singleton checks in. Ewald will check out for the Railers. Singleton. Pesky at the top of the press. There's a steal by Froby in the half court. Another Charleston turnover. Lincoln looking to push in transition. Here's Noah Funk. Up, no good. Cam Whiteman comes in for the rebound. His ball's up and good. Cam with a nice rebound in transition. Lincoln 30, Charleston 4. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Of course, you can join us online at YouTube. Just search WLCN 96.3. You can catch this game online. Great view of the action if you want to tune in to this Railer basketball here on WLCN 96.3. Landris for three, in and out, no good. Lincoln with a rebound.
They're shooting some deep threes.
Yeah, they sure are. The Lincoln zone giving Charleston a hard time here. Haven't gotten it in the middle very much, but Lincoln now in the half court. Funk drives, nice
good
drive.
balance.
Up and good over the Charleston defender. We'll see if Charleston can get it in the middle of the zone. Oh, Dylan Singleton with a steal, no good on the rebound. Another active hands. No sign of backing off here for the Railers. Landris up in transition. That's up and good. A pretty little flip up and in. Scoopy-doo. Yes, that's a good way.
Split a couple defenders.
Yeah, 32-6. Lincoln pushing the ball relentlessly in transition here. Not a lot of full court pressure from the Trojans. Froby up and there, a lot of contact there, no call. Cam's open for three. Off the rim, rebound to Miller for Charleston. Miller's got it. He brings it across half court. He looks, got a man open in the corner. Back to Miller, another three. That one's up, no good. And
rebound by Froby.
And I'll tell you another thing, the Railers are doing a great job of corralling these rebounds, Kirk.
Nice hesitation. Ouch.
Steal by Miller. He's looking in transition. He's their leading scorer. He's trying to get on the board here. There's Landris for looks at a three, no, passes it up. Number 0 for three. Sorry.
On rebound.
That's Luke Bell took that three for the Trojans. Froby's got it. A zip to Funk in the half court. Now Singleton back out to Funk. Railers playing very fast tempo here. Froby up and good with a little floater, little smile across his face. And man, the Railers are just relentless here with the tempo, really pushing the basketball. 34-6 here in the second quarter with 4 minutes to go.
Got a couple subs coming in. We might get a little tired out there as much running as we're doing.
Yeah, sure are. Miller with a miss, rebound to Froby. Now Singleton's got it. He's looking to push tempo. Nobody guarding him. Could have taken it all the way, decides to pull it back out. Railers will maybe catch their breath here after running up and down with great success against the Trojans. Dylan up, pretty reverse layup. That's good. And Lincoln takes a 30-point lead here in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. There's a foul. Caden Froby's doubled over. The Railers are just, they know that they've got this team on the ropes and they're pushing tempo, Kirk.
Yeah, they're pretty tired right now. We got a couple guys coming in.
Landon Hollinger, a sophomore, will check in for the Railers. And we've also got Will Ewald checking in after he got a break. And the Charleston student section's asking for a player on the bench here for the Trojans. Finley over to now Landris. He's going to drive inside. Oh, throws it out of bounds. That'll go back to the Railers. Almost took out a Lincoln cheerleader. They're getting a little laugh about that over there on the sideline underneath the baseline here.
Let's see if these guys are going to run some offense here a little bit. Get first time dead ball situation for us.
Yeah.
A little bit of a racetrack here the last few minutes.
Boy, it sure has been, but it's been to the Railers' advantage. 36-6. Lincoln with a great showing down here in Charleston. Will Ewald's got it. He's got a cutter, decides no, he's going to go back out to Postgame. Now to Ewald. Now Funk in the corner with it. Good cut by Landon Hollinger. May have shuffled his feet a little bit. They're going to whistle him for a travel. And now Froby's checking back in for the Railers.
Yeah, I think Dylan has 2 fouls there, so.
Yep, want to save him for a second half. Some second half action here. Miller's got it inbounds to Charleston. Miller over to Finley. Looking for a cutter. He's dribbling. And this kid looks like a soccer player to me, Kirk. He's quite an athlete.
He doesn't look tired.
No, he doesn't. He's got a lot of energy and he's got quick feet. Now Miller over in the corner. Tries to swing it.
Good hands by Drayden. Good hands by Drayden.
Yeah. Drayden Postgame gets in. He's very active. Very active. Doesn't shy from contact. He's a football player, I believe, right? A quarterback, if I'm not mistaken.
True. Hard-nosed kid, that's for sure.
Doesn't shy away from contact. A good role player here this year in his junior season for the Railers. There's another turnover for Charleston, stolen by the Railers. Oh, Charleston takes it back. Layup for number 3, Corey Spohr. Charleston with their 4th field goal of the game. It's 36-8 Lincoln with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Railers with a great offensive showing so far, and defensive for that matter. Froby tries to drive, gets bodied by a Charleston defender. They're going to whistle for a foul. Railers in the bonus here, so Froby will go to the line, try to make him pay. Caden's been, if this team has a breakout player, might be Caden.
Oh, he's been playing very well. Really just an uncanny ability to get by his defender and get to the basket, and then sees the floor pretty well. And when you got a 6'10" kid you can throw the ball to, makes for pretty plays.
He hits the first, knocks it down. Of course, Caden, one of my favorite things about this team is there's 3 young men on this squad that have dads that are coaches, or in Caden's case, his mom's a great coach.
And his dad was a high school coach too.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, he was at Morrisonville.
I didn't know Todd was a high school coach.
Yeah.
So a lot of great, fundamentally sound Railers on this squad. Caden hit his 2nd free throw.
And another steal. He's probably got about 7.
Yeah, and over to Funk. Isaac Miller thought he had a block there, but they're going to whistle him for a foul. As I was saying, Kirk, of course, your son, Cameron, is a coach's son. Will Ewald, another coach's son. And then Froby, another coach's son. So a very fundamentally sound group of Railers this year.
Well, let's just hope to make good decisions. That's what.
Yeah, that's right. Noah Funk up. That ball rattles around and out.
He's been shooting the ball well this year too.
Yeah, Noah's another hard-nosed football player that comes off the bench here for the Railers.
I know
Brings
coaches
good
always,
intensity.
coaches like that lift off the bench, and both Noah and Drayden give that to this team.
Absolutely, and Funk hits a free throw. 39-8, a minute 30 to go here in the first half. Lincoln with a large lead. Fowler up, good, in the middle. They got in the middle and they score. A little free throw line jump shot. Funk in transition again for the Railers. He's looking to drive, kicks it out to Froby. Froby for 3, up and swish. Another Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer for Caden Froby right in front of the Charleston bench. Lincoln with a 42-10 lead. About a minute to go here in the first half.
Great draw and kick right there to get Caden a wide open jump shot.
Landris up, no good. Rebounded by Postgame. Oh, a nice steal there from Luke Bell for the Trojans. Landris up, no good. Rebound to Postgame. Lincoln with 42 seconds left.
Should go one shot here and let these guys get a breather on offense, huh?
Probably holding for 1. But at this pace of this game, you just never know. I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw Lincoln score 90 points, but we're almost on pace for that. Boy, it's been a few years since we've seen that.
Well, these guys can really put the ball in the hole, though. You know, you got some shooters, and we got a nice little driver, and 6'10" kid. So
yeah, Jermaine has hardly played. He didn't play the second quarter. You're 10 seconds left. Lincoln will look to get a final shot off here. Pollinger looks inside. He's got the Postgame. It looks like Caden's popping out for a 3. He does. Nobody there. He's going to look to drive instead. And I think they're going to whistle him for a travel there. They did a good job getting out on him for the 3. Tried to put it on the floor, and a little bit of contact there, but no call. Charleston gets it in. Doesn't get a shot up. But Charleston will enter halftime trailing. A big lead for the Railers, 42-10. It's halftime. We'll send it back to the studio for a break, and then we'll be back with the Growl Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show.
Yep, thank you.
How are we doing on sponsors? That's right. This is going to be a short speed out.
Got it in your hand.
Not much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to halftime here at Baker Gym, Charleston High School. Tonight, the Trojans will perform a team routine to the greatest show. Trojan captain is Jared Sims. They are coached by Jessica Stewart and Mary Bouchard.
And we're back here at Charleston High School. You're joining us on WLCN 96.3 online. And of course, you can find this game on YouTube. Justin Tierney here bringing the play-by-play to you, joined by my color analyst for the night, Kirk Whiteman. Railers ahead, big at halftime, 42-10. And pardon the noise, we're trying to get the halftime dancer team going here, Kirk.
Yeah,
nothing going right for Charleston.
No, not at all. That was a little loud, but you know, Lincoln came out and just did a great job offensively. I mean, Jermaine got some touches and, you know, solidify our 6'10" kid down early, and then hit some open shots from the perimeter, and then we were able to kind of pick up the speed a little bit, which is the first time you've seen Lincoln get up and down the floor, and Caden was able to get to the basket and really had what we call kind of that big second quarter there, last 10 minutes. It looks like he dropped probably about 12 points, got to the free throw line, got fouled. So Lincoln really good offensively tonight, and you know, we've held them to 10 points. I thought this team was some three-point shooters, and they're almost shooting from the volleyball line now and some because they're getting kind of frustrated. So, you know, overall, great defensive job by Lincoln. You know, Charleston's missed some bunnies too getting to the basket, but you got a 6'10" kid down low. I'm sure that kind of scares them a little bit too.
Oh yeah, and the Railers have done a great job rebounding as well, and they know their strength tonight is to push the tempo, and they're doing that as much as they possibly can. So a good effort so far from the Railers. Up again, 42-10. At this point, it looks like Lincoln will move to 9-0. We'll see what happens here in the second half for the Railers. Let's go ahead and send it back to the studio for a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back with some scoring here, and we'll see where we're at with in the box score.
Good job.
Paula, we're ready for you.
And a final from Lance Gymnasium, Eastern Women's Basketball.
Good to know.
Eastern Illinois 63, Indiana State 39.
That's crazy. 3 people. I never knew. That's crazy.
That's all you can have. They were down by 20. I don't think it's 49-20. You don't need to. Yeah, they got beat 101-53. You might see similar results in this game. Oh, we got 10 They got beaten by somebody else with that too. Well, for a 3-point contest, it's all over themselves. Yeah, they get 800 points out now. Here, They put like 12 threes in that. Can't defend the three. Foul. They're not between the eyes. Back here at Baker Gymnasium on the campus of Charleston High School, this is Justin Tierney on WLCN 96.3. Lincoln ahead at halftime, 42-10 over the Apollo Conference foe Charleston Trojans. We'll go through some scoring here with you quickly. For Charleston, they've got 10 points on 5 made field goals, no three-pointers for the Trojans. Lincoln's done a good job of holding them to just points in the paint. Corey Spower leads Charleston with 6 points. Zach Finley has 2 points. And Cade Landris also has 2 points. Lincoln is led in scoring by Caden Froby, who exploded in about the last 10 minutes of the first half. As my partner Kirk Whiteman said, Caden's got 18 points here in the first half. He's followed in the scoring column by Jermaine Hanlon, who had 12 in limited action. We've also got Cam Whiteman with 5 points, Noah Funk with 3 points, Dylan Singleton with 2 points, and Will Ewald with 2 points for the Railers. Lincoln ahead big here, 42-10. Kirk, what kind of things are we looking for in the second half of the Railers to make sure we get out of here with a nice, comfortable victory?
You know, obviously you don't want to embarrass anybody, but I think we need to continue to hold this, margin of victory here, not make any mistakes. But more importantly, let's see some of these reserves start stepping up a little bit. I mean, we've been pretty thin with 5 guys most of the year, dipping in at 6 and 7 once in a while, and sometimes 8 with Landon. So, we've been playing about 8 deep when we have to. Let's see some of those kids step up, and see what they can do, because we're definitely going to need them if you want to be successful later on in the year.
That's a great insight there from Coach Whiteman. Coach, when you were at Lincoln College and in your other coaching escapades, what kind of bench did you like to use? Did you try to run 9 or 10 guys?
We did. That second year at the national tournament, I suspended a starter and for a half and said I was going to see how it went. But I mean, we had guys that were literally our 8th, 9th, and 10th man that kind of led us in scoring. Yep. And those were kids that did just a great job of, this is my role to the team. And when they were called upon in the Final Four game, they stepped up. Roy McElroy and Dominique Mosley, both kids that didn't play much as freshmen, and they stepped up. Steve Hines was another one who's a police officer now in the city of Chicago. But, that's what I'm most proud of. And I think even when I was coaching there, we had, we had about 5 or 6 guys that averaged double figures for us, kind of like what you said about this team. And that's pretty special when you don't have to, you just can't zero in on one guy.
Yeah, and this is also a group of Railers here that you can just tell they love playing together. It's a group of kids that I think really enjoy each other. Nobody's saying, hey, this is my time, I'm going to score this possession. It's a very unselfish group. We saw that earlier in this ball game with Jermaine getting a couple great dishes from Cameron Whiteman and Caden Froby on the inside. I think they get just as much joy out of seeing Jermaine Hamlin throw down a big dunk as they do scoring themselves.
Right, and that's exciting. I mean, you see how these guys move the ball, and you got all 5 kids out on the floor can really score. I mean, Dylan Singleton's a heck of a scorer, and he doesn't even look to score that much. So, Dylan can step up when the time needs it to, and you bring Noah off the bench who, is shooting close to 60% from the three-point line.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it'd be nice to see Dylan maybe get aggressive here in the second half, and because that could be even another threat here as we progress through the season, is if we can get Dylan to be a consistent scoring threat as well. But of course, the Railers with an offensive show tonight so far. It's 42-10. Lincoln ahead to start the third quarter. We're going to keep it here and get started with some action here. It'll be Charleston's ball out of bounds. Charleston, I'm sure, had some discussions at halftime about playing with pride and trying to make a game of this. And we'll see what the Railers can do here to slow them down in the second half. Spowers got it for Charleston. He dribbles across half court off his legs. Now Ewald with the ball in transition. Up, no good. Couldn't get it over the rim. Off the backboard and back to Charleston. Isaac Miller's got it. Another key for the Railers has been holding Miller, the Charleston leading scorer, to no points at this point. Miller's got it at the top of the key. He's got it over to Landris. Miller hands it off. Now Spowers got it. They're trying to look maybe into the middle here a little bit. Trying to get it in the middle of the Lincoln zone. Miller surrounded by Railers. Looks inside to Hurst. Now Spower. Now a nice backdoor cut. Tremaine jumps, tries to block it, can't get it, but affects the shot. I think just with his presence in there, Kirk, you said it at halftime. Boy, Tremaine can change the game.
You know, and these kids, they don't see a whole lot of that 6'10", so, you know, that can definitely affect the game.
Well, Charleston inbounds. Miller's got it underneath, out to Finley. Landris drives, nice take, up, spins it in, puts a little English on it, and rattled it in. A nice drive from Landris.
My high school coach, another whoop-de-doo there. Kind of split the defenders and flips it in.
Charleston, 12, Lincoln, 42. 6 minutes and 50 seconds here in the third quarter. Railers with a big lead. Singleton's got it. They're looking back into Jermaine. He's checked in after sitting most of the second quarter. Singleton for three, no good. Jermaine with a big rebound. Now to Froby, it's blocked. Froby gets it back, puts it up, no good. Hurst with a rebound. Tries to get it out in half court, stolen away by Cam Whiteman. Cam with a no-look pass over to Froby. Now back to Cam.
Like Charleston's gone to a zone here.
Gonna go to zone. I'm probably trying to slow down the Railers, make us sit in the half court a little bit. We'll see what it does. Froby barking out orders. He's got Whiteman with the ball now. Nice no-look pass again from Cam. Inside to Singleton. He's in the middle of the Charleston zone. Jermaine down low with a slam. A chin up on the rim. And Jermaine with authority inside. Puts Lincoln ahead 44-12. Charleston with it now. Spower, he's driving, looks inside, sees Jermaine, thinks better of taking a shot. Dishes it off to his pal Hurst, who throws it up, no good. Rebound back to the Railers. Cam Whiteman with it now in transition. Will Ewald looks at a three. He'll take it. Up and good. A Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer for Will Ewald. Oh, Froby with another steal. Taken by Singleton. He drives, nobody there. Goes out of bounds, tries to throw it back in. Stolen by Finley. In transition, Hurst for two, no good. Rebounded by Whiteman. Railers are off and running again. This is how it was in the first half. Up and down we go. Now Froby's got it. He's looking to drive. Cam Whiteman for a long three. Oh no, he passed it up, gave it to Jermaine, who's back out to Dylan Singleton, and Dylan knocks down a three for the Railers.
Good ball movement there.
50-12.
I'm glad Jermaine was looking for that pass there. It was a little dump pass.
Yeah, that was a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer for Dylan Singleton. Miller for three. Air ball. No good. Rebounded by Spower. Dylan's got it. Looking to run again. Froby in transition. Up. No good, but fouled.
Froby to the line.
The Railers are having fun. They're smiling, clapping hands. They're just ready to play ball tonight, boy. I thought maybe we'd be a little slow getting off the bus. I don't think so. They were ready to go from the tip tonight.
They got after it, and it's a little bit different to watch these Railers run up and down the floor in transition, huh?
It sure is, yeah. I'm used to seeing games in the 40s. Railers already with 50 here. Got a little quiet in the gym. And Froby knocks down a free throw. That's his, got to be close to 20 points, if not over 20 for Caden. We'll see how many he can get to tonight. Still a lot of time remaining in this game. He may have a shot at 30 tonight. Caden spins it up and good. Knocks down his second free throw in a row. Lincoln ahead by 40 now, 52-12. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Lincoln defense unrelenting in its pressure. Coach Al not letting them back off at all. He's thinking about Thursday against Madison. Down in Collinsville. Charleston working it around the perimeter. Nearly stolen again. Almost stolen again. Now the Railers have got it. Will Ewald driving, crossover
nice
dribble.
Crossover.
Oh, off the rim and blocked a little bit by the Trojans. Good effort by Will, though. Isaac Miller up, no good. Rebound by Jermaine in transition. Now the Railers. Caden Froby down in the corner. Cam's looking. Nice pass over in the corner to a wide open Will Ewald. He leaves it a little long. Rebound to Isaac Miller for Charleston.
Caden almost got a hand on that rebound too. So we're still flowing to the ball, you know, offensively, trying to get after some of these and still playing hard. That's good.
Charleston with it now, looking to get something going here offensively. They've had a hard time tonight with this Railer 1-2-2. Miller's got it. He looks. Now on the wing. Landers is looking. Back turn to the Railer defense. He's got it inside to Spower. A nice 10-footer up. No good. Rebound, no good. Back to back to the Railers. Cam Whiteman's got it, bringing it across half court. Now Singleton on the handoff. They're in a little bit of a weave motion here. They're going to call Will for a travel.
Yeah, he kind of jump switched that dribble handoff there and kind of caught Will off guard, started him a little bit.
Number 24, Wyatt Collier checking in for the Railers, getting some action here in the third quarter. 3 minutes and 32 seconds left, 52-12. Lincoln here in the third quarter. A trap in the corner. Charleston gets out of it. Tip passes, and man, the hands are just so active.
Good little deflection right there. Drayden Poe's guy in for Jermaine Hamlin, so we'll see Drayden, see what he gets done here.
I think Jermaine may be done for the night. They're giving him a high five and telling him a good effort and limited action. Still got into double figures. Charleston now, you're seeing some Railers come off the bench here. Coach Al going to his reserves here with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dylan Singleton nearly steals it. Doesn't quite get it. Landris up. That ball's good. A 16-footer up and good for Charleston. 14-52. Railers with the lead. Stolen away by Charleston. There's Spower. He drives. Good aggressive drive. No good. Through the contact of the Railer defender. I believe that foul's on Cam Whiteman.
Recognition skills there. Cam turned that ball over. They're jump switching these dribble handoffs. You know, these dribble handoffs, if they jump switch those, you just want to get a fake handoff and the guy with the ball just go to the basket.
Just go right to the rim. You're right.
Yeah.
Spower going to the line for Charleston. That one's up. No good. Charleston still with only 2-point field goals. No three-pointers, no free throws yet for Charleston tonight.
I think that was just the first basket for him this half, wasn't it?
I think it was 10 at halftime, so
right.
they've got 4 points here. Spower will go up, and that ball will rattle in their first free throw of the night. That makes it 52-15 Lincoln, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Noah Funk is checked in for the Railers. Dylan Singleton will earn a well-deserved breather after a busy night at the top of the press for him.
Charleston back to man-to-man now.
Cam for three. Up, no good. Rebound to Charleston. They're going to try to push tempo here. There's Spower. He's got it in the half court. Runs into a trap of Railers. Finds it. Over to Miller. Miller with a little ball fake. That ball's up. No good.
Good box out by Drayden and allowed Will to get the rebound there.
Will's got a little spin move there. Now Cam's got it. Now to Will out near the volleyball line. Lincoln maybe a little more patient here in the second half as they try to run some three-man weave action. There's Postgame. He kicks it out. Now Cam with a nice drive and dish. Dad, happy with that drive from
Will did a nice job of getting that gap and kind of create a seam off that dribble handoff there. So that was nice.
Cam takes it in for a two. Loose ball. They're going to call it jump ball. Alternating possession will go to the Railers. Landon Hollinger checking in for Cam Whiteman. Cam will take a seat. Railers on the floor. Landon Hollinger, Noah Funk, Wyatt Collier, Will Ewald, and Drayden Postgame. So some reserves, as you said, getting some action. Kirk looking to maybe make an impression, see who can do some scoring here in a pinch with some opportunities here in the third and fourth quarter. Lincoln ahead, 54-15. Railers still in that three-man weave. Drayden Postgame tries to get it to Noah Funk. It's tapped out of bounds by Charleston.
Side out goes to Lincoln.
Will Ewald on the inbound. You know, Coach, Will Ewald reminds me of a guy you know pretty well. He reminds me a lot of Louis Schonauer. He's long and lanky. He can shoot a little bit. Knows where he's at on the floor, it seems like, at all times. What do you think of that comparison?
Yeah, shoot a little bit. Boy, those were both great shooters. Louis is a great shooter for us.
Yeah, he's knocked it down. Knocked down many big shots, both for the Railers and for the Lynx.
Good strong move there.
Wyatt Collier went up strong, couldn't convert. Charleston in transition to Harrell with a nice transition basket there for the Trojans. Makes it 54-17 Lincoln. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Funk, he's got it over to Ewald. Railers playing keep away here. They're going to hold for one shot. Very disciplined Railer action. You can hear Coach Isle on the bench calling out one shot, one shot. We'll see what kind of set they run here to end the third quarter. They ran a one of their sets where they get a wing a three-pointer on a back cut. Here at the end of the second quarter, it's going to be Eagle 43. This will be a three for Drayden Postgame, or excuse me, for Landon Hollinger, I think, if I can remember this play from my time as a manager. Yep, here he comes. Landon Hollinger will shoot a three. Not there, but he drives up and in. It's good. A good adjustment there from Landon Hollinger.
That's just good recognition skills. Nice little shot fake, drove him up, and he had his own little whoop-de-doo when he got to the basket there and flipped shot in for two.
He sure did, Kirk. It's 56-17 here in Charleston. We'll send it back for a break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action on WLCN Online 96.3.
Charleston inbounds to begin the fourth quarter by rule. We are now under a continuous clock.
Back to the action here in Charleston. Railers catch a rebound on the first possession of the fourth quarter. We're back in transition now. Railers ahead, 56-17 here with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lincoln with a great first half tonight. Really blitzed the Trojans and now trying to protect a 39-point lead here in the fourth quarter.
And we had Keegan Ferguson check in for Will Ewald there to start the fourth quarter. So
yeah, Keegan, a sophomore for the Railers, will get some time here. Lincoln in its three-man weave offense, trying to get some action, maybe going to the basket. Wyatt Collier dishes it off to Noah Funk. Noah with a hesitation dribble over to Landon Hollinger now. Now Ferguson's got it. Over to Postgame. He's given us some nice minutes tonight with Jermaine Hamlin in a little bit of foul trouble. Ferguson hands it off to Funk. Lincoln playing a little bit of keep away here. Ferguson with a drive, a little floater off the backboard, no good. Charleston way out in transition. Finley up, and it's good. Charleston, a lot of their offense tonight has come in transition. Kirk and Railers right back, try to get their own points in transition.
Right through the hands, though. Weren't able to convert on that long court pass, and he was wide open. But I think, yeah, they got 6 to 8 points out of 19 just on runouts.
Yeah, just running out, trying to beat the Railers down the floor. Charleston, a three, no good. Rebounded by number 5. That's Finley for Charleston, their senior. Landris over back to Finley. Finley looking inside. Railers reserves still playing good defense here. Landris at the top of the key. He's looking, nobody there. Landris a long three. That's good. That's our first three-pointer of the night. 56-22, a Landris three-pointer for the Trojans. Noah Funk got it in the half court. A crossover dribble, looking to drive. Passes it over to Postgame. Now Ferguson's got it. Railers very patient here as they possess a large lead in the fourth quarter against their Apollo Conference rivals from Charleston. Hollinger drives, kicks it out. Funk with it now. He's looking. Landers still defending with some intensity for the Trojans. Ferguson, a nice crossover dribble, a nice dump-off pass into Collier. And boy, Ferguson with a nice crossover dribble there, Kirk.
Crossover dribble and played a little bit different speeds there, caught him off guard, and Will was able to get that back cut for a basket. Wyatt was.
Charleston with it now in the half court. We are under a running clock with the Railer large lead. 0 for Charleston. That's up and no good. And another basket for Spoor for Charleston. That'll be 58-24. Spoor with the basket for Charleston. Spoor must have got clocked on the nose tonight. He's got a little piece of athletic tape or something in there to clog up some bleeding. Collier with a slick over the head pass out to Hollinger. Now the Trojans starting to cheat the passing lanes a little bit.
These guys are still playing hard. You know, they're getting after it. You see these jump switches out here. I think our guys need to be a little careful. Almost caught one of our guys in a travel situation again. Surprised him a little bit.
As I said earlier, I'm a Charleston resident now, and there's a lot of pride in their high school sports here in Charleston. They won't quit on them with their home fans here watching. So good effort from the Trojans. Railers just too much early tonight. Off to a big early lead, and now it's 58-24 here in the fourth quarter. Railers still in that three-man weave action a little bit. There's Ferguson. He dribbles, nearly falls down, recovers, takes it inside, and a nice drive from Ferguson, the sophomore, with another basket.
That was a good, strong move. Kind of lost the ball, was able to get it back, just played through the contact.
Yeah, you said it, Kirk. You wanted to see a reserve for the Railers play aggressively. I think Wyatt, is it Wyatt Ferguson? Is that his name?
Wyatt
Ferguson.
Collier.
Yeah.
No, Keegan's the first
Ferguson,
one. Yeah.
excuse me. I think I know his dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, good effort from Keegan Ferguson here in the fourth quarter. And there's young Brody Whiteman, the freshman Railer, checking in. Is this his second varsity game, Kirk? The first or second varsity action?
It might be a second, I think.
Second action.
We've had a few blowouts. You know, obviously we've had some close fourth quarters here too in some of our games. So
Brody wears number 4, just like his uncle Brandon for the Railers.
Good number.
Good number. A lot of good guys have worn the number 4 for the Railers.
Patrick McCraith in the game along with Adam Grunder.
Over to Collier.
Right off the heels.
Drive.
That should be a jump ball. But traveling.
Referee's going to cut the Trojans a break and call travel there. Collier looking to the sideline. He's all right, you know. We're still in a comfortable possession. We'll see if he can get another possession here. As Kirk said, Adam Grunder checked in here.
And
Brody Whiteman.
Patrick McCraith.
Patrick McCraith. They're joined by Noah Funk. He's playing at the top of the press for the Railers here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lincoln ahead 60-24. Charleston in a trap. A 3 for Luke Bell. And to Charleston's credit here, they've hit a couple shots to cut into the Lincoln lead. It's still 60-27 though. Lincoln with a comfortable advantage here. About 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Funk, Lincoln looking to maybe get a bucket here for one of their reserves. There's Brody Whiteman with a drop out and stolen away for Charleston. Funk's quick hands have got it. He tries a no-look pass. Doesn't go there. Coach Al didn't like that one.
Yeah, getting a little sloppy here with a minute and a half left.
Yeah, trying to have a little fun here. Charleston up, no good. Rebound to Collier. Here's Funk in transition. He's got it. I think that's McCraith up and no good. A rebound to the Trojans. They'll bring it across. Trying to see if they can break 30 here against the Railer defense.
Good hands by Collier.
He's got it. Now Funk's got it in the half court. Up. That's Grunder. No good. Rebound to Charleston. Back across half court. Charleston looking to maybe hit a 3 here. Bell's hit a couple. Now over in the corner to Harrell. He looks at a 3. Decides no. Takes a baseline jumper. No good. And Collier's picking up some rebounds here.
That was a good box out, you know. Identified the guy in the backside, kept him on the backside. So that was a good job by Wyatt.
52 seconds left. The time is ticking away. I don't think we'll see Lincoln take a shot here in the half court, but you just never know. Noah Funk dribbling. Railers still running motion. Time ticking away here, Kirk. I think you did pretty good for your first time.
Well, first time for everything, and I'm glad I got to do it. Push outside my comfort zone a little bit.
It's good for you. Brody Whiteman getting on the board. First varsity basket as a Railer, I believe. 3-pointer for Charleston's no good. Loose ball here. Charleston dives for it. Noah Funk thought about diving for it, didn't. He's got it in half court. He'll dribble it out here. Your final score will be 62-27. Railers with a convincing victory against the Charleston Trojans in a Power Conference play. Railers again, 62, Charleston 27. That'll conclude our game time action. We'll send it back to break. We'll get some scoring totals, and we'll do our post-game interview with Coach Alexander. Stay tuned here on 96.3 WLCN.
We'll see you back here next Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the Girls Holiday Tournament. Charleston featured team undefeated in that tournament. Tri-County out of Oakland and Kansas also undefeated on the season. And they'll be here along with Effingham, 3 of the 9 teams featured. So, again, we wish you all the best. Thanks for coming out. Have a safe trip home tonight. We'll see you after Christmas. Good night, everyone.
Back here at Charleston High School in Baker Gymnasium, Railers with a nice 62-27 victory, came out and just blitzed the Trojans, who weren't ready for what the Railers had to offer tonight. Railers with a huge victory down here and a nice prep for their Collinsville Holiday Classic play. Kirk, what was the key to this victory for the Railers in your eyes?
Well, I thought offensively for us in the first half, Jermaine came out pretty big. You know, we got some touches down low. He actually had one foul go against him kind of early, a charge call that Jermaine handled himself very well on that. But I think he had, what, 10 points in that first quarter?
I think he actually had 12 maybe. I think it was as many as 12.
You know, you establish that in, and then you got the, you know, the Froby hit 2 threes, and then Whiteman had one. I think Will might have, you know, had one too. So when you establish him early, and then defensively, I mean, Charleston missed some early shots. You know, they got to the basket and missed some bunnies here and there. But, again, too, that has something to do with the 6'10", shooting over 6'10" kids. So, yeah, I think we were fortunate that they missed some early shots, but I don't think they ever recovered from that. Didn't shoot very well from the perimeter at all. I don't think they made their first three-pointer until the second half. So, you know, Jermaine established himself early, popping a couple threes there in the first half, opened up that lead, and defensively just did a great job.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, everybody at home, joining us for the Growl Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic post-game show. Kirk, great job. Your first time doing this.
Well, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
And Paula, Coach Alexander has joined us already, so we'll keep it here if that's all right with you. And then we'll join Coach Alexander for his post-game interview here shortly. Coach Al already got a Diet Coke in hand, ready to roll for this post-game interview here. We'll keep it here. Coach Alexander will keep it quick tonight since he's got a long bus ride home. Back to Charleston on 121. Coach, he's all set up here, ready to join us. Well, Coach, I can't say I've seen a lot of Railer games in my day, and the boys really pushed in transition tonight. We played a fast-paced game, and it worked to our advantage tonight, didn't it?
Well, this group, we've been working on it, and all other groups that we've ever had we've worked on it. But this group really likes to push the ball, and you know, they're talented enough and skilled enough offensively that we can do that. And you know, if you can make layups and get to the basket and score out of transition, then you got a good shape. But when you can't make layups and you just go down and throw it up and not make good decisions, you know, it makes it hard. So a pretty well-rounded game tonight. You know, we wanted to kind of use it to get prepared for next week and you know, be prepared, because next week we'll get to see some really good teams.
Yeah, and I think tonight, you know, talking about next week, boy, it was good to see Jermaine get the ball inside early tonight. That seemed to be a point of emphasis for your boys, is to get it inside and really attack at the rim. Was that something we discussed in the pregame tonight, is to get it to Jermaine?
No, we're wanting him to be a major focus of defenses, and you know, he done some things tonight that we're wanting him to do. You know, he didn't get the dunk down, but he went right over somebody with an aggressive move to the basket, and that's what we're trying to get him to do. And you know, he's so soft-hearted that you know, he kind of plays that way on the court, but we're trying to get him to be able to, you know, pick it up and be aggressive and you know, make a lot of things happen. And I thought the first quarter he set the tone where, you know, they tried to dribble in and they were worried about where he was at, and he changed a lot of shots and things, and really helped us defensively to where they didn't even want to go inside.
Yeah, and the other thing I think that was a key tonight is a very active hands on the top of the Lincoln press from Dylan Singleton, Caden Froby, Will Ewald, everybody who was out there tonight, and especially in the first half. Boy, they were active. They were getting into passing lanes, and that helped get us out into transition, get those baskets in transition.
Well, you know, you got to force a few turnovers, and you got to be able to get out. The other thing you got to do if you want to transition is rebound. And I thought our rebounding was under average tonight than what we should have been. So, you know, we just got to rebound. If Jermaine don't get it, we don't get it. And you know, we've got to be able to come up with some and block off. And, you know, they done a nice job of dribble drive and forcing us to get out of our rotations. And, you know, we talk, we work, and continue to try to be able to guard the ball and stop that dribble drive.
Coach, I can't let you go without talking about next week, a big tournament. I was talking in the pregame, this has got to be close to 10 years for us down in Collinsville. I think the first year we were there might have been Brandon Farmer's senior year, or it's got to be right around then. What's the key? What are we looking for? I know Kirk said that what he's heard about Madison is they're a very athletic team that can really push tempo. I know they gave Moline a little bit of trouble earlier in the year. What are we looking for from Madison on Thursday?
Well, you just said it right there. They're going to push tempo. We really haven't worried about them. One thing that we've tried to do as a team and a coaching staff is to focus on the team that's in front of us. And if you start looking down the road, then you're going to trip up. And you know, so we'll get to work on them, but they're very athletic. They're a very strong team. They play a lot of great competition, even though we're a Class 1A school. They play Belleville East tonight.
Oh, really?
So they're not afraid to challenge people and you know, make things go. So, you know, we have to be ready, and you know, we can't take anything for granted. We just have to be prepared to play.
Railers will enter that contest with a 9-0 record thanks to tonight's victory. Coach, we will let you get back on the road to Lincoln. Congratulations on another big Apollo Conference victory, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, okay. You got a long trip home?
I go about 2 minutes. I could literally walk here if I wanted to. I live right down the street here in Charleston. My son did catch his first Railer game tonight, so that was fun. A good one. He's a good luck charm. I'll try to bring him in the postseason.
Yeah, bring him. Bring him next week.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. We'll send it back to the studio here for a quick commercial break.
Before you go, the Railers, our team, would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and
sure.
Hopefully we see everybody down at Collinsville and have a good time down there. Good and safe time. So Merry Christmas to all.
And Merry Christmas to you, Coach, as well.
You too.
All right. Thanks, Coach Alexander, for the holiday wishes from the Railers. We will send it back to the studio, and then we'll come back here for a quick wrap-up before getting back to some classic rock on 96.3 WLCN. Hey.
Coach, you don't have a book by any chance. Does Eric keep the book? He's got it. I was going to do the scoring, but it's not a big deal.
She's talking to you. She asked if you wanted 30 seconds or 60.
No, you can go ahead. I don't have scoring totals. Oopsie. Yep. So got tired. We're working on getting some scoring totals here. For the 12 people that are still tuned in back at home, can't get the radio to change the station or something. This is Justin Tierney here with you at Charleston High School. Baker Gymnasium, the Railers with a huge 62-27 victory over conference opponent Charleston Trojans. Lincoln with the win moves to 9-0 on the season. I believe it's 4-0 in Apollo Conference play. We're working on maybe getting you some final stats here at home, folks. We're waiting for a scorebook. I can see it's on its way. Railers again, as I said, a 62-37 victory tonight over the Charleston Trojans. A nice early first half victory for Lincoln. They came out early and really put it on the Trojans. The leading scorers for the Railers. Let's see, we've got a scorebook here. Caden Froby with 20 points for Lincoln. He had 18 in the first half, so part of that big first half blitz by Caden Froby. We've also got Jermaine Hamlin with 14 points for Lincoln. Other Railers to score tonight: Cam Whiteman with 7, Dylan Singleton with 5, Brody Whiteman with 2, Noah Funk with 3, Keegan Ferguson had 2, Will Ewald with 5, Wyatt Collier with 2, Landon Hollinger with 2 for the Railers. Charleston led in scoring by Corey Spower, who finished with 9. Luke Bell had 3, Zach Finley with 4, Harrell with 2, and Cade Landris with 9. Lincoln came out, was dominant early in the first half. Very active hands led to the Railer victory with a lot of points in transition for Lincoln. They led 42-10 at halftime, came out in the third quarter, no signs of being flat or anything of that nature, so rolled to a 62-27 victory over Charleston. That'll conclude tonight's broadcast. I appreciate you for joining us. Be sure to check out WLCN online next week for all of your Collinsville Holiday Tournament action. Lincoln will open the tournament against Madison on Thursday at 8 p.m. Thank you again for joining us. I'm going to sign off and send it back to Jeff number 2 on 96.3 for the Classic Rock Experience. All right, did I do okay on sponsorships and stuff? I might have missed a Chris Coin chip on three-pointer, but maybe only 1 or 2. Okay, that sounds good. All right, Paul, I appreciate all your help tonight. All right. Whew. Almost wish it was a better game. That would be easier.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be